Hi everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 and Butschern. A small map, I guess based in the area of the North Sea. I'm going to assume probably northern Germany. North Sea covers quite a bit, but I think it's supposed to be a German map. I may stand corrected on that one. I don't know if you've seen this map. It is new. It's in the Giants mod hub and it is available for all platforms, PC, console, etc. And it is kind of a small map, but it's kind of deceivingly small. The fields are actually a pretty decent size for being a small map. At least I think the author went for less fields bigger, which is kind of nice. And I don't know, I struggle sometimes to pick out a map to play, and it's just finding one that I don't know how you guys do it, but it's just me finding one that feels comfortable, feels like home, feels like someplace I'd want to farm. And I like this map quite a bit. It took me a while to kind of settle into one. When 22 first came out, I played Elm Creek for quite a few hours and really haven't settled on a map since. I've tried a few, but this one feels kind of homey to me. Anyways, let's get started with just going over some of the things that that I have set up, some of the settings I have, maybe a couple changes I have made. I actually decided to stick with all the original equipment that's on the map. I tend to usually sell everything and kind of buy my own stuff, but I decided, you know what, the map author has provided us with a lot of, pretty much everything we need to get going, including some animals, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. Settings that I have for this game, playing new farmer mode. I do have normal. Let's see here. Normal difficulty, I believe, is turned on. Yep, normal economic difficulty. Probably will play it real time, maybe one time. I usually don't give too much attention to the time stuff here because you can always speed it up and slow it down. I don't care about doing that much. Seasons are on. One day right now. We'll see how that goes. Um, let's see what else we have here. Crop destruction is turned off. Periodic plowing I have on. Field stones are off. I gave field stones a fair try on Elm Creek, and quite frankly, they just weren't my cup of tea. So I have decided to not deal with field stones anymore. Weeds turned on. I think nothing else of super importance. I don't think it does have. If I look at this correctly, it does have the standard crop calendar, and that's about it for that. As far as mods go, I do have a lot of mods installed, probably a lot of which I won't be using because I think I'm going to try and stick with small to medium-sized equipment on this map. Uh, let's go over a couple things that I have changed, though. So the map author has given us a set of pallet forks and been kind enough to give us some bale spikes. Well, the ones that came with the map, I struggle. I'm not going to lie to you right now. I struggle with pallets. I struggle with bales. I am certainly not. And I've played this game since back on FS13. Actually, it was on the console. It was on Xbox. Put a couple thousand hours, I think, on 13, and probably close to that on 15. I think it was 1600 on 15, and 17 I went down, I think, to about 1200 hours. Barely played 19 at all, but my zest for the game came back with 22, and I'm back at it again. But anyways, these things that I replaced the pallet forks and the bale forks with a mod that gives me a little bit of an advantage. It's this Albert, what is it? The Albert Magsy Paladin mod. And basically, I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but they're basically your standard bale fork or bale forks and bale spikes and pallet forks. But what the mod author has added, which is really cool, is the ability to um, and disable collisions on them. So if the pallet gets stuck, you just hit the X key on a keyboard, and the collision goes away and the pallet drops, and the same goes with the bales. So it just makes life that little bit easier if you're dealing with some issues with getting your pallet stuck and so on. I really highly recommend the mod. It's a mod that is I make sure I have on every one of my games for sure. Then I think the only other thing I have done to this map, and I need to find it. I think it's over. My apologies. I'm still finding my way around this thing a little bit. Oh, here we go. So it's down here. You're taking this back into the woods. I added this barn right here, this bale storage barn. And the reason I like this one in particular is because all the other, at least the ones that I have found, all the other bale storage facilities, whether they be barns or warehouses or whatever they are, you can put bales in and you can get bales out. And then some of them you can put bales in and you can get loose material out. This one does both. So you drop your bales over here on this side. You drive under here if you want loose material. And then if you want bales back out, where are my bales out? Are they over here? Oh, somewhere around here. I hope I didn't put the wrong one down. I don't think I did. I think it's being hidden by... Oh, I'll have to check on that. No. I think this is the right one, though. Yeah, because you wouldn't have that. I think it's being hidden. I think I might have painted over it even, maybe. Because I did do some sculpting and some painting here to kind of have it, have a little bit better feel into this area right here. And I think it fits in nice. It looks nice. I did lose a little bit of field from doing this. Some of this grass field here that we own, I did lose a little bit, but I think it's quite well worth it. And actually, now that I think about it, appreciate your patience with me on this one. Let's take a look here. Yeah, here it is right here. Let's see here. I'm just gonna look real quick and see if I can see where it has the... Maybe I did pick the wrong one. I'm gonna have to look at that. I didn't think I did pick the wrong one. But I'm not seeing... Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, okay. I see it. So yeah, the bale, the bales should appear here. I think according to that, here or here, one of the two. I think it's just... Oh, right here. Here it is. You guys have probably seen this the whole time and been yelling at the thing going, dude, it's right there. But yeah, you can pick up full bales here, or you can do loose material, shredded material here. Anyways, my apologies. I think we've spent enough time on that. That's really the only changes I've made to the map. Is I replaced the, like I said, I replaced a couple of the accessories for front loader, and added that barn. Otherwise, we are good to go. I know that we start with some chickens and some cows, and they are hungry. I believe the cows are Holsteins, so they are dairy cows. I wasn't. I was kind of considering just either selling them all together and just waiting, or possibly trading them off for beef cattle, because I was kind of thinking I'd rather do beef cattle. It's a little bit easier to take care of. But eh, maybe we'll just go for it and see how it goes. I know they're hungry, need to be fed. The chickens, I think, are a little bit hungry. Yeah, they're hungry and they need to be fed as well. Let's see. I think we were left with, I know that we were left with some hay and some straw. And I thought I saw somewhere. Ah, yeah, silage bales. Yep, and these are fermented and ready to go. So technically, we will be able to, I guess straight away, we could grab a mixer and get our cows fed. I don't know that we have anything for the chickens. It doesn't look like we do. So I'm gonna guess that we're either gonna have to, we're probably just gonna, maybe to make life easy, maybe we'll just buy some chicken feed from the store and get our chickens fed to make them happy. Fortunately, Giants has been nice and kind of made this game friendly, and the animals don't die. Thankfully, they the animals are quite I know, guys. I'm sorry. I know you're hungry. I know. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. We'll get you food. I promise. I'll get you some food. You have water. I know you have water. And you can live longer than just water. My apologies. And we're going to have to get some straw down for some bedding. That's another thing the map author has been kind enough to do for us is he's put a straw um, trigger right here. So we can actually just grab some straw bales and you can toss them in here or dump loose straw instead of having to shred it and do the straw. What do they call that thing? The straw shredder that throws the straw in here. Um, I think he's even given us one. Actually, let's just take a quick peek at some of our equipment that we've been given because we have been given a lot of equipment to start with. A couple of tractors, John Deere, Massey, Ferguson, not bad. Average size 185 and 190. Harvester, actually, I was kind of surprised. It's actually a decent little harvester, the John Deere T560. Actually, if I go back and take a look at that, 387 horsepower. Okay, 10,000 liter. Not too bad. Not too bad. Gave us a couple trailers to work with. Six a 7.6 meter header, which is pretty, small. Pretty small, but you know what? We'll start with that, and we got to be able to get around and just see how we can make our way around the map without running into things. A little plow. I do have plowing turned on. We might. I'm not a big fan of these mold board plows, so we might end up getting rid of that thing and getting a different plow. We'll see how it goes. We have a disc harrow. We have a power harrow. Small little 3 meter seeder, of course. Fertilizer spreader, manure spreader, slurry spreader, a tank, and a spreader bar. It's kind of nice. Actually got a roller for grassland care. Decent coon mower set. I think that'll work for starters. A tedder. You probably saw that when we were out looking at the silage bales. A windrower forage wagon. Not a bad forage wagon. Little round baler. And for animals, we have a mixer. And there's our straw thing I was trying to come up with a term for, straw thrower shredder thingy. And of course, a milk water trailer, that kind of thing. And of course, we have for our Massey, we have a front loader. And like I said, I changed out the two tools from the Albert pack. We do have a header trailer and a couple of front weights for each of the tractors. And that's about it. I actually just want to get this thing started right now, let you guys know basically what my schedule is going to look like, get you introduced to the map. I plan on releasing, I would say, gameplay. I'm going to try 3 days a week. Going to try Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to get gameplay out and do it on a regular basis, so you know when to expect updates from this map. I don't plan on doing much offline. I actually plan on doing most of it recorded so that you don't miss anything. I hope you don't mind that style of gameplay. I just kind of figure I'll take you along for the whole adventure, from start to finish when we finally become billionaires and leave Butschern for another map. Um, I think that's about it. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys joining me. I really do. I look forward to having you back when we actually start doing work on this map. And I think the first thing we are going to do when we return is going to be feed our cows. And I will warn you of this. I have not done TMR since 2017. Like I said, I barely played 2019. I did about everything a map had to offer on 2017. And in 2022 on Elm Creek, I had every animal but cows. So you get to ride along and enjoy my sheer incompetence at making TMR for the first time in many years. So you've got that to look forward to. And then I think once we get our cows fed and maybe we'll buy some chicken feed, we will start. And I think we're probably just going to have to look at if we have anything going on with our fields as far as ready to harvest. Actually, oh, and that is another thing I forgot to mention. We are going to play with precision farming, so we will have to deal with that. Let's just see if growing ready to harvest. Okay, so we probably do have some. What crops do we have on? Actually, I do see something I forgot to add, another mod that I really like to have, that field info mod. I'm gonna have to add that. Anyways, it looks like we own, yeah, we own quite a bit of land, but we own, what is that, 10, 6, and 1. Let's see what crops do we have ready to harvest on there. So that looks like what? Canola? No, not canola. What am I missing here? Wheat. Okay. So we've got 3 fields of wheat we can harvest straight away. You can feed chickens wheat, right? I always forget what chickens like to eat. I think they're pretty open to anything, aren't they, for food? Yeah, wheat. They'll eat wheat. All right, cool. So maybe we won't buy any chicken feed. We'll just use what we harvest from the fields to feed the chickens. So it looks like we're probably going to be doing some harvesting of wheat on these 3 fields that we own. I know that that area there, I believe, is grassland. And I think a lot of this is grassland, and we'll look at what growth stage that grass is in, and maybe we'll have an opportunity to do some mowing and some grass care as well. But again, thanks you guys for joining me in. For joining me, I really appreciate it. This is RQS Gaming. You guys take care of yourself. God bless, and I will see you next time.